Right now at noon, a Madison school board member who was just reelected announces a bid for state assembly. And President Trump defends his administration's response to the coronavirus, and he's expected to announce a new task force to reopen the economy.
This is News 3 Now at noon.
Good afternoon, I'm Mark Kane. Thanks for tuning in to News 3 Now on this Tuesday afternoon. Let's head to the Weather Center. Meteorologist Hattie McLean has a look at your first warned forecast. A cold walk with the dogs this morning.
Certainly, but I'm sure you had a little more sunshine, Mark, than we do right now. Between about 10 o'clock and 10:30, we had quite a few clouds develop across the area, as well as some snow showers. In fact, here's a live look from the Edgewater Skycam. You can see some of those dark clouds overhead here in Madison. Here's what the radar map looks like. Again, all of these snow showers popping up just within about 30 minutes, and that happened around 10 to 10:30 this morning. None of them are very heavy, and they won't last very long in between or in any one spot, and you'll likely have sunshine in between. So another crazy afternoon coming up. Little to no snow accumulation is expected. It is going to be chilly, though. We're talking temperatures hitting highs only in the upper 30s today. That is almost 20 degrees below normal for this time of year. Coming up in a few minutes, we'll talk more about the extended forecast and where we have to be concerned with a little bit of frost.
It was 70 a while ago, wasn't it?
Just a couple days ago, I feel like. You know, we're going to get back there. I do have some 60s in the forecast as well.
All right, we'll see you in a few minutes, Hattie. Thank you. New at noon, after winning re-election to the Madison School Board yesterday, Nikki Vandermeulen is announcing that she's running for the state assembly. If elected, she would be the first openly autistic legislature in the country. Vandermeulen is running for the seat left vacant by Democratic Representative Chris Taylor, who announced last month that she will not seek re-election. Former President Barack Obama is endorsing Joe Biden for president. Obama made the official endorsement of his former vice president in a nearly 12-minute video message. The endorsement was seen as a foregone conclusion once Vermont Senator Bernie Sanders dropped out of the race last week. It will reunite the former running mates and position Obama to be one of Biden's most powerful surrogates in the race against President Trump. 18-year-old Max Prestigiacomo, a UW-Madison freshman student, will now serve on the Madison Common Council after being elected to the District 8 seat last night. He says that makes him the youngest elected official in the country, and he hopes to inspire other young people to stand up and lead their communities. A release from his campaign says he hopes to be the most progressive alder at the table. He ran unopposed for the seat. Madison firefighters spent more than 5 hours putting out a fire started by an abandoned campfire. This happened a couple of miles north of Easttown Mall on Westerfield Lane yesterday morning. Crews found a large pile of vegetation and logs burning about a half-mile into the woods. Officials say strong winds and the remote location of the fire made it hard to put out. About 1,200 feet of hose was used to reach the fire. Firefighters could not identify who was responsible for the fire. To the south, devastating storms are now blamed for at least 33 deaths. Dozens of reported tornadoes left a path of destruction in several states on Sunday and Monday. Governors in several affected states are concerned about recovering from these storms amid the coronavirus pandemic.
Many of those Georgians are already suffering from being out of work due to the COVID-19 virus, and now they have literally lost everything that they own.
In Georgia, more than 400 people have died from the coronavirus. Tornadoes added to that death toll as they tore across the state, shredding through buildings. In Wisconsin, there are more than 3,500 confirmed cases of coronavirus. Dane County has 4 more cases from yesterday for a total of at least 346. Milwaukee County has at least 1,800 confirmed cases. More than 1,000 Americans died of the virus yesterday, making for at least 23,000 deaths in the nation. In New York, the outbreak's epicenter, the governor says the number of cases has plateaued and the path to normalcy can begin. Americans are lining up at grocery stores, but there aren't any food shortages yet. However, the nation's food supply chain is strained as workers in meat processing plants, warehouses, and grocery stores are catching the virus. President Trump is defending his administration's response to the pandemic and is looking ahead to reopening businesses across the country. But some governors are pushing back, saying that power resides within the states, not the federal government. Natalie Brand has more details from the White House.
President Trump is meeting this morning with people who have recovered from the coronavirus.
Thank you very much, everyone.
Monday, the president vigorously defended his response to the pandemic, even playing a campaign-style video during a contentious press briefing.
Excuse me, You reported it. 0 cases, 0 deaths on January 17th.
January, February, the entire
January. I said in January.
Your video has a complete gap.
On January 30th.
What did your administration do in February with the time that your travel ban botched?
A lot.
What?
A lot.
And the president asked Dr. Anthony Fauci to clarify comments about whether delaying social distancing measures costs lives.
The first and only time that I went in and said we should do mitigation strongly, the response was, yes, we'll do it.
The president is expected to name a new coronavirus council today. The team will be tasked with advising the president on reopening the economy and country, a decision the president says is his.
When somebody's the president of the United States, the authority is total. And that's the way it's got to be. The authority is total. It's total. It's total. And the governors know that.
But many state and local leaders set the restrictions in the first place and say the Constitution gives them the power to lift them.
The president's position is just absurd. It's not the law. It's not the Constitution. We don't have a king. We have a president.
President Trump tweeted a response saying Cuomo's been calling daily, even hourly, begging for everything, and now he seems to want independence. That won't happen. Natalie Brand, CBS News, the White House.
And New York Governor Andrew Cuomo says the best way to handle reopening the economy is regionally. New York has banded with other northeastern states to try to determine when the virus will allow businesses in their area to reopen. Several western state governors have taken the same tactic. If you've been killing a lot of your time stuck at home on Facebook, the Wisconsin Better Business Bureau has a warning for you. They warn Facebook quizzes may seem harmless, but scammers could use them to get a hold of your personal information. Some quizzes ask personal information like your mother's maiden name or what street you grew up on. Those are common security questions, and sharing those details could lead to your account being hacked. There's more to come on News 3 Now at noon. Up next, we'll see what Howard's working on in the Mr. Food Test Kitchen.
Today we're solving the age-old question, what can I make for dinner? All I can tell you is it's easy, tasty, and takes just minutes.
The way you get through hard times is to hold strong to your values. At Group Health Cooperative, our common values have sustained us for over 4 decades. Now is no different. We are here, in our clinics, but we want you to be safer at home. That's why GHC has more ways for you to get care anywhere, anytime, day or night. Be seen, be safe, be home. We will get through this together, and we will all get better together.
Over the past 89 years, the awards for our clients totals well into the billions of dollars, probably more than all the other personal injury firms in the state combined. Habish, & Rotier.
You know your gutters are full of gunk, and you know you need to deal with it eventually. With LeafGuard, you can give up cleaning your gutters forever. Hi, I'm Andrew Larson, owner of Larson Home Services. My team would love to show you how LeafGuard's patented design channels rainwater into your gutters while leaves, seeds, and other debris just roll off, leaving them clog-free, guaranteed.
We looked at several different types of gutters, and we knew that we had problems with leaves. We have lots of trees around our house, and I'm the one who goes and cleans out the gutters, and I wanted to eliminate that hassle in the fall of cleaning the gutters, and LeafGuard has done a wonderful job.
Love to hear that. Right now, your LeafGuard brand gutter system comes with some great money-saving extras. Order now and get free installation labor, free financing for 12 months, and call before this program is over and get a $100 Visa gift card with your new LeafGuard gutter system. Don't wait. Call now to schedule your free estimate.
Are you nervous about leaving your parents' phone plan?
You got this, dude.
You could have.
It's just a plan. Nope.
Individual Planphobia.
Planphobia? Mm-hmm. We got your back.
Switch to your own plan at US Cellular and get $400 back.
Planphobia?
Mm-hmm.
They got your back.
Switch and get $400 back. Only at US Cellular. Choose fair.
We want to assure you that News 3 Now is here for you to cover news quickly, clearly, and responsibly. We know you're turning to us for information you can trust about this ever-changing situation, and we don't take that lightly. We have been in this community a long time. We have a tradition of honest reporting, of providing facts, not fear. We're also here to give you hope and optimism. We'll get through this, and we'll do it together.
How many times a week are you faced with the same old question, what to make for dinner? Well, if you're running out of ideas and getting tired of takeout, then I think you'll love our very easy take on a one-pot wonder. We start by mixing a bit of cornstarch with some chicken broth, a couple of tablespoons of soy sauce, sesame oil, and a little hoisin sauce. Now, just in case you aren't familiar with hoisin sauce, it's a sweet and spicy sauce made from soybeans, vinegar, sugar, garlic, and a bunch of spices. And you can find it at your local supermarket right along with all the ethnic favorites. Okay, we set this aside for a sec while we stir fry some steak that we cut into strips before adding our sauce and some cut scallions to it. We let this cook just until the sauce thickens up. And the secret to cutting the steak nice and thin is to pop it in the freezer for about 30 minutes before cutting it. There you have it, a welcome change of pace to the age-old question, what should I make for dinner? And when you serve this over rice to soak up every last bit of the flavor-packed sauce, that's some good eating. To get the recipe for Mongolian beef, just visit our website. I'm Howard in the Mr. Food Test Kitchen, where today we found a new and exciting way for you to say, ooh, it's so good.
All right, Howard, thank you. Scattered showers today, plus continued cold. Hattie has your first warm forecast coming up.
Ganser Company is proud to introduce 80 years in 80 minutes. We give you the skinny in 80 minutes to make an educated decision.
Infinity Windows from Marvin offer a lifetime warranty.
Remember, 80 years and 80 minutes from a local family business of 4 generations.
Only your locally owned Cub Cadet dealer has genuine parts, accessories, trained service technicians, and the widest selection of innovative Cub Cadet products. We're here for you whenever you need us, with expert service and support to keep your equipment running at peak performance for years to come. Take advantage of exceptional financing at your local Cub Cadet dealer today. To find the dealer near you, visit CubCadetDealers.com.
Without a lawyer, trying to handle an injury case on your own is really playing blind. The insurance company has all of the information. They have all of the power because they do it every day. So what we really try to tell people is that our job is to level the playing field. But I think the biggest thing that we hear from people is that they're just so relieved not to have to worry about the process, about what's going to happen next, about whether they're doing the right thing, because we'll just deal with it.
Getting meals to go from Hy-Vee is even easier with the new Hy-Vee Mealtime to Go website and curbside pickup. Just order delicious meals online and get no contact pickup. Choose from Chinese, sushi, fried chicken, lasagna, enchiladas, burgers, pizza, many of your favorite sides, and more. Just order online at Hy-Vee.com/mealtime. Then park in a designated mealtime spot and we'll bring your order out. Feed your family for less and order Hy-Vee Mealtime to Go today.
Hi, I'm Travis Ganser. Looking to update your bath, shower, or your entire bathroom? Ganser is the answer with Bath Creations by Ganser Company.
Schedule your free in-home consultation or visit our beautiful showroom on the Beltline.
A local family-owned business of 4 generations.
Wednesday morning, Hattie's helping us look forward to a little bit of a warm-up at the end of the week.
And we'll help you avoid any extra trips to the store by telling you which foods last the longest. Wake up with us starting at 4:30 tomorrow.
For the latest coronavirus reports and breaking news, watch News 3 Now and go to Channel 3000 to sign up for our daily email newsletter. Get the facts and tips to keep your family safe. News 3 Now, your local coronavirus headquarters. The Farm Report is sponsored by Blain's Farm and Fleet.
Let's check Wall Street at the noon hour. The Dow Industrials, we don't have numbers for them. Actually, we don't have a lot of numbers there. Those are not correct. So let's move on. Farm Director Pam Yankee is here today with today's Ag News. Hi, Pam.
Well, everybody is kind of on hold when it comes to summertime activities, and that includes the Wisconsin State Fair. Brian Bolin, agriculture director at the Wisconsin State Fair, sent out emails to everybody yesterday saying that right now the calendar is slipping through our fingers. In fact, because of the dates, the Wisconsin State Fair annual dairy and meat products competition will not be happening as planned, at least. Bolin said right now, because the State Fair Park Expo Center has been listed as an alternate care facility for COVID-19 overflow, they're kind of unsure what's going to happen with the Wisconsin State Fair. The dairy and meat products judging was supposed to happen at the end of June, but right now Bolin says that's just not going to be feasible. He said he realizes that those are extremely important fundraising mechanisms for the Wisconsin 4-H Foundation as well as for our dairy scholarships, but he said they're going to try to come up with some alternate plans depending on how long COVID-19 hangs on. That's the same message that I got from Bernie O'Rourke, our University Extension youth livestock specialist. She said there's a lot of families across the state that are kind of on hold. They've got projects that they've already invested time and money in. Now we're not even sure if county fairs are going to happen or if the state fair is going to happen. She said she's talking with her colleagues in the southern part of the United States and the West, where their county fair season is already underway. She's trying to learn from them what they're looking at as far as alternate ways of still keeping the youth involved in their projects, still giving them some opportunity to be evaluated and receive recognition. And she said she'll be trying to keep that information flowing through 4-H and FFA families all across the state. By the way, you can always follow along with the latest updates on how our county fairs, our state fairs, our activities are being impacted. Just go to FYI Extension website in Wisconsin, and you'll see some of the latest information there. And we're continuing to gather more information. Unfortunately, yesterday, the JBS meat processing facility up in Green Bay, which handles a tremendous amount of dairy cattle in the state, announced that they had a COVID-19 positive individual. Sounds like they're going to be scaling back their slaughter production facility, maybe down to about 75%. Everything's still kind of uncertain at this stage in the game, but I'll do my best to keep you posted. And as always, for the latest, go to MidwestFarmReport.com, where we can explain more of these COVID-19 details to you. MidwestFarmReport.com. That's what happens as far as food news for a Tuesday. I'm Farm Director Pam Yankee. Stay safe.
Thank you, Pam. Let's head over to the Weather Center. Interesting day out there, Hattie.
Certainly hasn't. It's only lunchtime, Mark. It's one of those days, again, wait a couple minutes and the weather will change. Here's a live look from the WIC-TV sky camera. Lots of puffy clouds in the area, but also some breaks in between that cloud cover. You may have already seen a few snowflakes here in Madison. It is currently snowing in Platteville as we speak. So these scattered snow showers developed rather quickly. Take a look at the radar map. Between about 10 and 10:30, those showers really popped up across southern Wisconsin, and they're expected to continue for the remainder of the afternoon. Now, again, in between these showers, you may have skies clearing out with a little bit of sunshine as well. Really not a lot of accumulation is expected. Take a look at these showers that are pretty widespread along the Mississippi River Valley through northern Illinois. Chicago experiencing some of these scattered snow showers as well. But overall, a pretty quiet weather pattern setting up. Temperatures are cold enough to support snow for sure. 32 here in Madison, that's at the surface. Much colder aloft. Temperatures as you head into the Northwoods are still in the 20s right now. 25 in Minneapolis. Wausau is at 24. It does get a little bit warmer to the south. Springfield's at 45. St. Louis is closing in on 50 degrees this morning. Here's a closer look at southern Wisconsin and our temperatures this lunch hour. It is just 28 in Camp Douglas this afternoon, 34 in Lone Rock, 32 here in Madison. Seems the warm spot is Janesville right now with 37 degrees. Here's a look at the wind speeds. Still a factor today, although not as strong as yesterday. That westerly wind right now around 15 miles an hour. It is expected to stay fairly strong through the remainder of the afternoon. Here's a look at your future track wind speeds. Again, by 5 o'clock, we're still looking at about a 15 to 20 mile an hour wind. Again, from the west, those winds will diminish, though, as the sun sets into the overnight hours. Here's a look at your future track forecast model. We had clear skies this morning, but boy, those clouds really developed as the atmosphere started to heat up a little bit. Temperatures will top here in Madison right around 38 degrees, maybe a little closer to 40 in Janesville, but north of Dane County, temperatures may barely get above the freezing freezing point today, so a very chilly mid-April afternoon. Once the sun sets, all of these clouds and snow showers will begin to dissipate and fall apart across southern Wisconsin, so a quiet night is expected. Temperatures are going to drop below freezing once again. Here's a look at tomorrow morning's temperatures in the teens in the Dells and Camp Douglas, just 23 here in Madison, 24 in Monroe, and 26 in Janesville. Another chilly day tomorrow, but it looks like less of a chance for those pop-up snow showers. There may be a few across central and northern Wisconsin, but for the most part, remaining dry here in southern Wisconsin. Now, you may be wanting to get into the garden and get those hands dirty. Here's what those overnight low temperatures look like. Remaining below freezing this week, but it does improve next week. Those temperatures stay at least above the freezing point even during the overnight hours. Here's a look at your extended forecast. We have a pretty quiet forecast coming up. Temperatures will slowly warm through the 40s as we go through the rest of this week. This weekend will feel like a heat wave mark, near 60 on Saturday. Just a slight chance for a shower on Sunday. We do have some 60s in the forecast, though, next week. And that's pretty much normal. We should be in the 60s.
Just a couple of cool days here, and we'll get through it.
Get through this week.
All right, Hattie. Thank you, Hattie.
You're welcome.
Next at noon, Dr. Jim Orvik will take your pet questions. 270-9933 is the number to call. We'll get to your questions right after this.
News 3 Now First Warn Weather is brought to you by Lazy Boy Home Furnishings and Decor.
Discover a shopping and design experience as comfortable as the furniture. Lazy Boy Home Furnishings and Decor. Schedule your free design consultation today.
You were always the responsible one, so much like me, always taking care of everyone else. But this wasn't your responsibility. I already took care of the arrangements. The Ryans made it so easy. I didn't want you to worry about a thing. It's my last gift to you, my lovely daughter.
This is online learning. Today, it's more relevant than ever. This is you, a person looking for a lasting career. And this is Herzing University's Everywhere Classroom, where you can earn a degree in nursing, healthcare, business, and IT, anywhere, anytime. Take an online course free and get comfortable with online learning. That makes a degree from Herzing University more relevant than ever. I'm possible at Herzing. Learn more today.
Imagine facing Wisconsin's bitter cold winter without a warm home, or the blistering heat of summer without power, then having to make the tough choice between eating or meeting other basic survival needs. Unfortunately, over 200,000 of our neighbors in need will face this difficult decision with no place else to turn, including those who are now unemployed due to the COVID-19 crisis. Keep a neighbor in crisis safely in their home during these difficult times by supporting and donating to the Keep Wisconsin Warm Cool Fund today.
For almost 50 years, we've built trust within our communities by making customer delight our top priority. That trust allows us to improve lives one home at a time. During this challenging time, we want to make sure your needs are being met without stress by offering 2-for-1 windows with no interest and no payments for 1 year. So go ahead, visit us online, or call now from the comfort of home.
For quality windows, siding, and doors, call 866 for Feltco.
Welcome back. Dr. Jim Orvik from Oregon Vet Clinic is taking your pet questions at 270-9933. Hello, Jim. You there?
I'm here.
All right, good. We got some calls. We'll start with Ellie from Madison. Hi, Ellie. What's your question?
Yes, I'm going to be receiving in June a newborn Chihuahua, and I'd like to know what to feed them, or what. I don't know.
Okay. Food for a puppy.
Well, I'm sorry, I didn't get all of that.
Okay, she's getting a new Chihuahua, a puppy, in June. She's wondering what's best to feed it.
Ah, well, they're there are many puppy foods around. I would get a good name brand and get it started on a good food that you may take a couple to find one it likes, but most foods are good these days, so I don't see a problem with most any commercial dog food.
Yeah, it sounds like she's getting it from a breeder, so perhaps whatever the breeder was feeding the dog might work.
True. They have recommendations also, the breeders do.
All right, let's go to Kathy now in Baraboo. Hi, Kathy.
Hi.
Hi, what's your question?
Yes, my dog will not eat any kind of dog food. Soft, hard. I've had blood tests taken on her. I've had ultrasounds. But she will eat like cheese and chicken, people food. What do I do? Is there something wrong with her?
Probably she has tasted the good life and prefers the good food rather than the dog food. You could possibly try, there are some like all meat diets that are frozen you get from the stores that you could try that she may like better, but it sounds like it would be a matter of who's got the most willpower. If she gets hungry enough, she'll probably eat dog food.
Yeah, given the choice. Let's go to Sharon now in Portage. Hi, Sharon. What's your question?
Hi. My dog has slip disc. They call it Hansen-type disc disease in a small dog, Shih Tzu. And I wondered if surgery is an option or if it's better just to medicate the dog to keep him out of pain.
On a Shih Tzu?
Yes.
Yes. Small light dogs like that usually don't have the pain that the larger breeds do, but depending on the cause of the pain, if it's a surgically correctable thing, I would always say do it and be done with it, and not give pain medicine all of its life.
Yeah, that's good advice.
Thank you.
All right, we are out of time. Thank you all for calling in. Jim, thanks for your time.
You're welcome.
We'll see you next time, or hear you next time.
Yeah, okay.
All right, here's Hattie. One final check of the forecast.
And if you're taking that dog for a walk this afternoon, you may be dodging some snowflakes across southern Wisconsin. We have scattered snow showers. Pretty hard to escape these snow showers today. They're not going to last too long, though, in any one spot. Temperatures will climb just a couple of degrees yet into the upper 30s. West winds, though, still keeping a little bit of a chill in the air today.
All right, Hattie, thank you. Thank you for watching, everybody. We'll see you back here at 4 o'clock. In the meantime, have a great afternoon.